Good morning.
Morning, sir.
Students, today we'll discuss about math module. So if you want to do any mathematical operations, especially if you want to some of the inbuilt functionality like pi, square root, log 10, and so on. And also if you want to do execute some trigonometric operations like sin theta, cos theta, and so on, we have a library support for that, which is part of the math module. Today we are going to learn math module. So before that, we'll have a quick recap about what we have done in the previous class. Tell me what are all the concepts we discussed in the previous class. Anyone? Hello? Hello students, what were the things we discussed in the previous class? Hello?
Keyword, sir.
Uh, Keywords then? After that, random numbers. We also discussed about the random numbers. What is the difference between rand and rand int? We have two functions, isn't it? Rand and rand int. What is the difference?
In range, we can generate random.
Yeah.
Random.
If you use only random, it will generate the random number within the range 0 and 1. But if you want to specify and generate a number within the specified range, then we have rand int. Then what is select? Choice. How to choose the random number? Say for example, let us assume you have a list. From that list, you have to pick any one random number. You have to pick one value randomly. What is the function we use? Choice. Random dot choice. You forgot? You forgot, students? Okay, I'll show you one example. First, I'll share the screen. First, let me create one list. List is equal to 1, 34, 45, minus 3, 45. Then random dot choice of list module random dot choice import random. What is random? Random is a module and we need to import it. See now, look at here. See, first we have to, before using the random, we know that random is a module, and using that random module random dot choice. Choice is an inbuilt function which can pick randomly any one value from the existing list. Now you look at here, we have an existing list by name list, and it is having 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 values. So randomly it is picking one value at a time. So that is generating a random number from a list. Now let us see what it will pick. Now it has picked 45. Now once again, if you execute, once again it has picked 45 because it can pick any value randomly. Now once again 34. Now once again 45. So now it has picked 1. See here. Like that, it can pick any one value from the existing list. For that purpose, we use random module. So before using the random module, one thing that we need to do compulsorily, that is, before using the random module, we need to make sure that we are importing the module. Now you can see here, So before importing the module, when we tried to execute the choice method, what was the error? Trace back most recent call list, then line 1, random dot choice list, name error, name random is not defined. That means it is not able to understand what is random. So then after that, see here, we imported the module random, import random. Then we are able to execute the function, choice function. Similarly, how to execute int random int, isn't it? Random dot randint or random int? Randint of 10, 25. Here now, within the range 10 and 25, it is able to generate some value. Now instead of that, if we use the random method, random dot random, no parameters. Random is a method with no parameters. It will generate any one value within the range 0 and 1. Now if I execute once again 0.2, now if I execute once again some other value, that means it can pick any one value within the range 0 and 1. And then if you want within the range, then we use randint. Then in case if you want to pick one number out of the existing list, then we use choice function, that is random module dot choice of name of the list that you have created already. So now after this we'll write one more, I will learn one more concept which is part of the Python library, that is the module name is math, import math. Okay, first using any function within the math module we have to import math. So I have imported math. Now I want to check the square root of a number. So the syntax is module name, that is math dot. So to find the square root we have sqrt. You can see here the drop down has come. See, these many functions are there as part of math module. acos, asyn, ceil, com, degrees, see floor function. There are so many functions which you can use. Now today we'll see some of the most commonly used functions. So we know that the square root of 36 is 6, yet it is displaying. Similarly, not only for the perfect square, it can also display for some other numbers which are not perfect square. You can see here the square root of 34 is 5.830. Similarly, another most commonly used function is power. Math dot POW, that is power function of 10, 3. So now what is 10, 3? 10 into 10 into 10. That is 10 to the power of 3. 10 into 10, 100. 100 into 10, 1000. Similarly, we see 10 to the power of 5. How much is 1 lakh? So 10 to the power of 3 is 1000. 1000 into 10 is 10,000. 10,000 into 10 is 1 lakh. That is 10 to the power of 5 is 1 lakh. It will display as a real number, that is as a floating point value, 1 lakh point 0. This is how we can use power function. Then log. Math dot, if you want to find a log of any number, for example log base e and 40, so that is 3.6. Similarly, math dot log of 121, 4.0. What is log 0? Log 0 is, so there is no, okay. Log 10, 2.302. At the same time, there is one more function, one more variant of this log, that is log 10, log base 10. Log base 10 of, I want to find, let us assume, I want to find log base 10 of 50. Is 1.698. If you do not calculate like this, what is the other alternative thing? We should have the logarithmic table. Using that table, we have to find the values manually. So Python provides a solution for that as part of the math module. By using the math module, math dot log 10 of some value, we can like this. Log base 10 of 100 is 2. Like this. I have given you the notes. You can check it out. In that notes, there are math functions. So there is pi function. Math dot pi. Math dot. You know, right? What is the pi value? 3.142 or 3.141. So many digits will come. You can see here 3.141. After that we have 5. So if anything is greater than 5 after 3 digits, we consider it as 3.142. So usually we use 3.142 as the value of pi, like this. Then you can see some examples also I have given here. You can see in the notes I have given. Similarly, if you want to find the cos theta, sin theta like that, then math dot, if I want to sin 90 degree, you know, right? What is sin 90 degree is 1. Math dot sin of 90, 0.89, that is 0.9 it becomes. So usually we consider it as 1. Similarly, what is tan 90 degree? I think it's infinity. Let us check. If it is infinity, let us see what it will display. Math dot tan theta, tan of 90. It is showing negative value for infinity. Similarly, let us see math dot cos 90 degree. Let us see what is cos 90 degree. So it is showing negative value. See theta values you can see like this. Math dot sin 30 degree. Okay, something it's showing. What is that? Why it's showing negative values? Let us see. What is this? We'll paste it as it is in Google. Let us see what it shows. .5. Okay, students, it is not showing the correct value. Sin 30 is it showing 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 is 0.5, but it's showing minus 0.9. So this is a system generated value. I don't know why it is generating sign. And also we can perform some operations like this into pi by 100. So not possible. Okay, students. So I don't know why it is giving error. So why it is showing incorrect result for math sin 30 degree. It is 1 by 2, that is 0.5. It is showing 0.98. Then we'll see what are the other things available apart from that degrees. Let us please. Students, like this also we can perform operations. See here what I am doing here. Sin 45 will get some value into pi by 180 if I want to perform into math dot pi of pi divided by 180. So this up to here sin 45 some result it will give. After that into pi I want to perform pi by 180. So into math dot pi by 180. So like this we can write the mathematical expressions like this. After this, now we will see how to format by using print statement. So especially when we generate some output, sometimes we may display it very neatly by formatting the output. For that, we have a special function called as format function. That also I have given you in the notes. In the bottom, you can see here. So there is a format function. You can see here. Formatting the output using format. There are various ways of formatting the output and displaying the variables with a required number of spaces and width in Python. So that can be done by using format function. You can see here this example. So here we are taking x is equal to 10. This will increase the font size. You can see, yes. Here we have x is equal to 10 and y is equal to 20. Now I want to start the x value printing from the first column position. So that is 0th position. Then after that, before displaying the y value, I want to give 1 digit space. This 1 indicates 1 digit space. Here 0 indicates don't leave any space, and here 1 indicates 1 digit space. Then display x and y. So how to do that? So within the print statement, we have to use this syntax. X is equal to within flower bracket 0. That means leave 0 digits space while displaying the x value. Then similarly, while displaying the y value, leave 1 digit space. That's the meaning of this statement. And to achieve that, here you need to start with the dot operator. So dot format of x comma y. So this is, so now this will actually do the formatting. Dot format of x comma y. Format of x comma y, we'll see. So it will call a function, then it will check in the print statement for x how many digits to leave, then for y how many digits space we need to leave. So this is one way. And the second way of doing that is we can specify. See here the format function can be used to specify the width of the variable. That is the number of spaces that the variable should occupy in the output. So how many digits it has to occupy? 1 digit. It has to occupy 1 digit. Then how many spaces you need to leave? 0. For x value, you need to leave 0. Then the y value may occupy up to 3 digits, and you have to leave 1 digit blank. Then format function. Now this is the expression. So this is repetition factor, isn't it? So x, so in the first column display x value, then In the second value, in the x into x, that means repeat this two times, x into, that is 2 times, that is x into x, x square, isn't it? Then 3 times, that is x cube. See here, 2 square is 4, 2 cube is 8. Similarly, here 3 square is 9, 3 cube is 27. Similarly, 4 square is 16, 4 cube is 64. So why it is displaying only 4 lines? Because here we have a for loop. We have a for loop for x in range 1, 5, print. So this indicates how many spaces we need to leave, and this is actually formatting, and this is the expression. Now let us see, we'll paste this in a file and we'll see, we'll observe what is the output. File, new file, Control S, save it. I want to save it in D drive. Format demo, format demo.py. Then F5 to run, expect. Okay, what is the error? There is a blank, I think. Expected an indent block. Indent block. Okay, indentation is missing. So now this is proper. Control S, F5. You can see here. First, so there is a for loop range, x value ranging from 1 to 5. That means 1 to 5 means, so it is same as for int I is equal to 1, I is less than 5, I plus plus. So that means 1 to 4 only it will display, because it is I is less than 5. If you want to print up to 5, then you should give 1 to 6. Now it will display up to 5. You can see the output here. Now it will display up to 5. So in the first value is x. For x may occupy 1 digit, and you should start from the beginning. That means leave 0 digit spacing, then display x. Then to display square of the digit, it may occupy up to 3 digits. Sorry, it may occupy up to 3 digits, but you leave 1 digit space. Then here x into 3, that is 3 times repetition, that is it may occupy 4 digits, up to 4 digits, but you leave 2 digits space. You can see here, this is the spacing. So why here we are giving 4 digits? Because here, if in case if we increase the number, it will generate big numbers, so that it may need more space to accommodate. So here you can see here, that is why here we have taken, for y we have taken. So for the second column we are taking 3 digits, and for the fourth column we are taking 4 digits. Why? Because in each iteration we are going to display the higher number, so it may take more positions. That's why here we are giving 4D. Similarly, if you want to print one more column, that is, say for example, 1 into 1, 1 into 1 into 1, and then 1 to the power of 3. Similarly, 1 to the power of 4. So that is x star 4. So in the second iteration, 2 to the power of 1, 2 to the power of 2, 2 to the power of 3, 2 to the power of 4. In the second iteration, in the third iteration, 3 to the power of 1, 3 to the power of 2, 3 to the power of 3, and 3 to the power of 4. Now let us see how it will display. So one thing we have forgotten, for the fourth column we have not specified the size. So I want 3 digit space and it may occupy up to 5 digits, that is 5D. Okay, Control S to save. Now run. Now you can see one column increased. One column increased. So this is how you can make use of the format function. So the whole purpose of using the format function is to decide how many digits of spacing you need to leave. To decide on how many digits of space you need to leave, we use format function. Then within the format function, we can substitute the expressions. We can use the repetition factor like this within the format function. And in the previous example, we saw, look at this. In this example, so this is the simplest way of using x comma y. If you are using normal values like this, you can define the spacing like this. Students, any doubt in this? How to use format function? The purpose of format function is just to format the output. So what is that formatting? To decide on how many spaces that we need while displaying the values. Now, for example, let us assume here you have 3 variables, x, y, and z. Then how we write? Comma, z equal to I want to give three digits space for z. Then format x comma y comma z. So then it will display. So here I assume we have z is equal to 30. Then it will display x is equal to 20, x is equal to 10, y is equal to 20, and z is equal to 30 like this. It's equal to 30. Like this it will display. Students, you got this? Why we are using format? Just to decide on how many digits of space we need to leave while displaying the output. To decide on that, we use format function. So what is the application? What are the applications of format? Say for example, you are going to display the salary of the employee. So how you will display? You will display like, so basic salary, then DA, then HRA, then IT deductions, then at the end, next column, gross salary, then the net salary. So before displaying all this, you need to decide how many blank characters, or how many spacing, what kind of spacing you need to maintain between the columns. So to decide that, you can use format. Under such situations, you can use format function. That means when you are preparing a report of the employees or report of the students or something like that, report about the items that you have purchased, during those situations, you can use format. Students, by this we have completed module 1. So far, we have completed module 1, and also at the same time, we have also covered some of the concepts of module 2 as well. Now, I'll tell you what is the syllabus for test 1. The syllabus for test 1 is first 1.5 modules. First 1.5 modules is the syllabus for test 1. Tomorrow, I'll send you the notes for module 2. Tomorrow, I'll send you the complete notes for module 2. Okay. That's all for today's class. Now, I'll take the Attendance. Start answering for the attendance. 1 minute. I'll stop sharing. You can start with BY series. Students, start answering for the attendance. USN 1. Hello. 1 BY series. USN 1 absent. 2. USN 2. Hello. USN 2 absent. Hello. USN 3.
Present, sir.
4 present, sir.
5.
5 present, sir.
6.
Present, sir.
7.
Present, sir.
8.
1 present.
Present, sir.
1%. What you are doing? Huh? Asta.
8 present, sir.
5, 6. 6
Sir,
is
2
there.
present, sir. 2 present, sir.
What you are doing, man?
Sir, internet issue, sir.
Okay. 6 is there. 6. 7.
Present, sir.
8.
Present.
9.
Present, sir.
10.
Present, sir.
11.
Present, sir.
12.
Present, sir.
13.
Present, sir.
14. 14.
Present, sir.
15.
Present.
15.
14 present, sir.
15 is not there. 16.
Present, sir.
17.
Present, sir.
18. 18. 19.
Present, sir.
20.
Present, sir.
21.
Present, sir.
22.
Present.
Present, sir.
23.
23.
24. 25.
Yes, sir.
26.
Present, sir.
27.
Sir.
28. 29. 29. 30.
Present, sir.
Now TD series. 1. Not there. 2.
Sir.
3.
Present, sir.
4.
Present, sir.
5. 5. 6.
6 present, sir.
7.
Present, sir.
8.
Present, sir.
9.
Present, sir.
10.
Present, sir.
11.
Yes, sir.
12.
Present, sir.
13.
Present, sir.
14.
Yes, sir.
15. 16.
Present, sir.
17. 17.
So 17 present.
18.
Present, sir.
19.
Present, sir.
20.
Present, sir.
21.
Present, sir.
22.
Present, sir.
23.
Present, sir.
Now I'll repeat the USN numbers of absentees under BY series. USN 6, 15, 18, 29 absent. Under TD series 1, 5 and 15.
Sir, 6 present है BY में.
BY is 6 present. 15, 18 and 29 are absent. Thank you, students. Tomorrow I'll send you, before tomorrow's class, I'll send you the notes of module 2. So now we have ended with module 1, and the syllabus for first test is first 1.5 modules.
Okay, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir.